Alright, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone, as in welcome Rambling Exile. Turn my in-game volume down a little bit. Actually, let me know how the sound balance is for you guys. It'll be be more important for... I mean, the sound balance for me, I just turned down my speakers, but the balance between voice and music is always, always a tough one to get perfectly right. Howdy, Sam. Sound is alright. Very good to hear. Alright. Field of Glory 2. Field of Glory 2. This is a tactical, ancient wargame. Ancient history setting for tactical wargaming. I didn't have a very well rehearsed summary for this game. I think my description actually, the description of this video was much better than what I just did. What did I say? A tactical wargame that puts you in charge of ancient armies and tries to accurately model the flow of combat in a number of historical settings. Yeah, that's that's pretty much what I would say. I mean, that's what I did say. And a lot of ancient battlefields, from what I can tell, from what I've heard, from the little I've read, it doesn't really come down to, and who knows, I'm not trying to say that this is not the case in modern times, but it seems like it was particularly important, the morale of your army. So even superior numbers didn't mean as much if your troops started to rout. Now, if your troops knew that they had superior numbers, they would go in with already a bonus in morale. You'd think, okay, we're going to do better, so we expect to win, so we're not as likely to break. And people who are expecting to lose, I mean, basically you're just waiting for the first thing to go wrong, and you want to be the first one to start running. Or, in some battles, troops were just cut off and they knew they were just going to die. But this resignation, if you've ever been in a situation where, I don't know, like let's say you're running a race and you can see first place is like 50 feet in front of you with 100 feet to the finish line. Do you still charge on, trying to narrow the gap even though you're sure they're going to lose? Or do you just kind of, slowly leg it into the finish? Well, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't necessarily try to close the gap, and I think that that's a fair way of... a fair analogy, maybe not. It's a very... It's a stretch of an analogy, but I would say that's kind of how people might feel when they're in the losing part of a war. Do you really care about taking every last man down with you? Some people do. We definitely have people with this mentality, but... Anyways, I'm kind of rambling here because we're giving people a little bit of time to load on in. I just punched the announcement on my Discord, and we'll see if people come on in. Okay, good. So anyways, let me just go ahead and start then. Today in particular, I'll be covering Field of Glory 2, Age of Belisarius. So Field of Glory 2 is mainly based on the rise of Rome, or the early Roman period. We can see that the battles, if I go to Epic Battles, this will pretty much explain the base game and the 3 DLC. Now, I don't have Immortal Fire or Legions Triumphant. However, I should say, if there's any interest in it, I'm actually following up with Slitherine. So this game is published by Slitherine Studios. I'm following up with Slitherine about maybe doing a series on Immortal Fire. Or if not a whole series, maybe another stream. I was just listening to Dan Carlin's podcast called King of Kings, which basically covers this time frame. So to me, there is an active interest in covering or like simulating some of the combat from a segment of history I was just learning about. Hi, Parrot Gamer, by the way. Yeah, so I thought this would be an interesting one. It's the Greeks, the Persians. You have your famous Battle of Marathon, probably Thermopylae in there. We can actually launch this and see what battles they have in here. I won't be playing this today. I don't own it yet, but let's see what they have in here. Yeah, so there it is, Marathon. Do they have the famous Greek pass. Because Marathon was, as far as I know, the plains. Yeah, the plains where they landed. One of these was the famous Battle of the 300, though. I don't know which one it would be called, but it shouldn't be... It should be after Marathon. Is this it? Thermopylae. Okay. So I guess this is... They don't have Thermopylae itself, but this is it. Yeah. Persian advance was blocked at the pass of Thermopylae. But this is the closest thing then, this Plataea. Anyway, I think it'd be interesting to do one of these. So if there's enough interest, basically, I'll consider doing that. Today we'll be doing the Age of Belisarius, which after the Roman Empire splintered, you had the Western Roman Empire, which continued to decay, and then you had the Byzantine Empire, or the Eastern Roman Empire, as you prefer to call it. And the Eastern Roman Empire, under Justinian, I guess succeeded Justin, he had this mission to reconquer, and he happened to have a valuable asset in his general, Belisarius, who's often talked about in the same ranks as like Napoleon, Hannibal, very well-respected historical general. You'd kind of like to see Hannibal versus Belisarius, or Belisarius versus Napoleon. Given the same time frame, more or less the same troop, quality, or equal forces, more or less. Be interesting to see what these generals would do against each other. And who knows, maybe if you put two genius generals against each other, they just both do really stupid things because they're trying to outsmart somebody that they actually can't outsmart. Who knows? But anyways, he just to mention that Belisarius is known as one of history's famous generals, one of the geniuses. I would say Alexander should be up there too. So today we'll be doing Age of Belisarius. So I can read this here. When the Western Roman Empire ended in 476 AD, most of the provinces were controlled by powerful Germanic tribes, the Vandals in North Africa, the Visigoths in Spain, and southern Gaul. The remainder of Gaul was occupied by Franks, Burgundians, and Alemanni. The Anglo-Saxon and Jutes were already established in southern Britain and were steadily advancing north, defeating the local Celtic people as they did so. Italy was in the hands of Odoacer, a barbarian Feodorate general. I don't know what this is. Feodorate. I probably have to just quickly Google search this, but a barbarian Feodorate general who had deposed the last emperor. While the barbarians fought over the west, the Eastern Roman Empire, now known as... there it is. Now known to history as the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, they're the same thing. Survived. In 527, Justinian I became Byzantine emperor, and almost immediately set about the reconquest of the West. After some fierce fighting, peace was agreed with the Sassanid Persians, and Justinian's finest general, Belisarius, was free to sail to North Africa. So, I guess we can let you read this on your own. You can pause or take a screenshot as you wish. But basically from there, Belisarius went on to conquer North Africa. He swung around Spain, he went north. He really did quite a job reconquering land. So there was a real brief moment where the Roman Empire looked like it would be reunified. So anyway, our quest today will be against the Vandals, I think. I kind of like the North African theater, not just because of my fondness of that theater in World War II, but I think that the Byzantine Persians are going to have like armies. The Byzantine Vandals, it seems like will have a slight difference in armies. Probably if I wanted like a big difference in armies, I should go against the Franks. However, I could. I haven't done any of these fights, so I just got the DLC. So it's interesting that I will be fighting any one of these blind. Hephthalite, is this the Greeks? Oh, heck no, it is way the heck out there. It's beyond even the Caspian Sea. So this is well into Asia. The Scots-Irish versus the Angles, that's kind of an interesting one too. Let's stick with this Byzantines versus the Vandals though. And we'll play as the Byzantines, it seems appropriate. Let me read a little bit about the battle. Oh, Sam, thank you. Phoedrus was any one of several outlying nations to which ancient Rome provided benefits in exchange for military assistance. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so maybe this is somewhat the... No, I don't know what the root would be for this. Because it kind of sounds Scandinavian, the term fjord, right? That's the first thing I thought of, at least. It's obviously not related. So in 533 AD, Belisarius was sent to North Africa with an army of 15,000 men with the aim of defeating the Vandals and returning the province to imperial control. He won a great victory at Ad Decimum in September and captured Carthage, after which the Vandal king Gelimer retreated to Numidia to reorganize his forces. Gelimer summoned his brother Tzazon, who had been campaigning in Sardinia, to return to Africa and help defend the homeland. He also sent out agents to bribe the Byzantines' Hun Feodorati. Well, that term is now important again. I guess we can now see that this is an outlying nation that somehow is getting benefits for military assistance. So I guess they don't really care about the benefits. They won't provide the military assistance after some exchange of money. And Arian Christians to change sides. So that's interesting. Once Sazon had returned with 5,000 men, Gelimer advanced on Carthage seeking revenge. 5,000 versus 15,000, I mean, it's pretty... These are lopsided figures, right? Belisarius was aware that Gelimer's spies were sowing discord within his army, and so did not want to risk a lengthy siege with the increased possibility that treachery might occur. He therefore led his army out of Carthage to seek battle. He found the Vandal army encamped by a small river at Tricamarum, and the historical victor was the Byzantines. Aftermath. The Vandals were now completely defeated, their men either enslaved or conscripted into the Byzantine army. Gelimer tried to escape, but was eventually captured and taken to Constantinople to be paraded in Belisarius' triumph, the last ever given in Rome's history. Pretty chilling words there. The last triumph that Rome ever had. Triumph meaning that when the conquering general returns, and you have the triumph, the Arc de Triomphe in France. It's like the welcome back parade for the job well done. So let's go ahead and try this one out and see what's going on. We have this idea that there's some kind of treachery. We'll see how that plays out. The objective is to rout. It's a standard Field of Glory, or if you're familiar with what's the predecessor that suddenly is I'm blinking on. That's in the 1400s or so. Pike and shot. Pike and shot, same little thing. Usually you either rout 40% of their troops, and you have to be 25% less routed on your side, or you rout 60. Whoever has 60% of their troops routes first, doesn't matter what the other troop looks like, they just immediately lose. The Byzantines' army cavalry faces the Vandals across a large stream. Their infantry will reach the battlefield soon. The Huns, after being bribed by the Vandals, are sitting out the battle to await developments and may join either side later in the battle, depending on who they think is winning. Oh, interesting. The Huns will deploy on the hill behind the Byzantine left flank. Wow, that sucks. Right behind our lines. The Vandals seem reluctant to cross... I'm surprised the scroll there. Scroll is working. The Vandals seem reluctant to cross the river and give battle. So the Byzantines have a choice to make: attack now and take advantage of the Vandals' inactivity and encourage the Huns to stay on side, or delay the attack until the infantry arrive, but that might mean the Vandals launch a desperate all-out attack and the Huns may join them. So it doesn't really tell you what the conditions for the Huns joining is, which maybe is fair anyway, because we don't really know. I mean, who can read what's inside another person's mind? And this is a lot of cavalry. Okay, so it's all cavalry. This is a cavalry versus cavalry fight, at least until our infantry arrives. Now, we don't have any idea when our infantry arrives, as far as I can tell. Welcome, Vormithrax and Silesianus. Wow. Your name looks so easy to pronounce until you try to say it on stream. Okay, so it looks like relatively even strengths of cavalry. We have lancers. The Vandal cavalry does not look weak at all. Wonder if we can get more detailed information. See, this is one problem. I actually asked about this in the game when it was first coming out, if they could allow this to be movable, so we can actually see what the heck's going on under here. Unfortunately not. It looks like our cavalry will be pretty even though. So this is an actual general. You can see this is Sazon himself. John the Armenian. So John the Armenian is leading my front line. I have some, moderately disordered because he's in rough terrain. These are only above average quality, but they are bowmen as well. And they're swords, not lancers. So I'll have to be very careful with this heavy cavalry. They are only going to be good against other cavalry in a sustained battle. The charging and all that, they are not going to be as good at. We have, so some lancers here, which I frankly would prefer to be in the front. It seems to make sense to have your lancers charge and then your heavy cavalry join the fray. Especially if your lancers can charge and then disengage. So, bow and swordsman. Bow, 50%, lancers and swordsmen. My god, these guys can do it all. Bucellarii. I think. I'm assuming that's the Latin pronunciation. Bucellarii. If you say it enough times, it makes sense, right? Byzantine heavy. Okay, so we have Martinus here. And this is, again, not Lancer army, but they are swordsmen. I mean, they are bowmen. What are we facing? Lancers, swordsmen, so we have to watch out for the charge. Lancers, swordsmen. They have no bows. I mean, if they don't have any bows, then... Okay, they do have some Moorish cavalry in the very far back. I think our advantage is clear. The best thing for us to do is going to be to fight at a distance, preferably just plucking away at their troop. The thing is, heavy cavalry is not light cavalry, so it can't move in any direction very easily. So we'll have to maybe position ourselves on this hill. That's what I'm thinking of doing. If we can draw them up, if we can draw them to the base, well, we'll have an advantage if they choose to do something. We may even choose to cross the large stream here. Yeah, we may even choose to cross this here to try to get up on the top. If we can take the top of the hill, there's no hill to the right, so what I'm feeling like the right decision is to shift left. If the Huns come and they decide that they're against us, we're just going to have a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. What do we have? We have heavy horse archers, which above average, and they're armored for 57. Or not archers. Well, we have a ton of archers. We need the best quality stuff we can get, basically. And then we'll just get whatever else is left here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any... You don't really have a choice in the matter. You should definitely get these two, and then you just fill out the rest. Now, I did just click wherever, so I don't know which ones I've actually taken in the end. It selected them for me. We'll just accept. We'll get the battle going. Okay, so it's our first turn. Field of Glory does have a nice thing where you can move an entire formation. So the Byzantine flankers are light. These are light, so I do want them to charge. In fact, I can't remember if light are disordered by... They are disordered by rough terrain. We don't have to worry about these guys having any, So I can move the whole formation. Let's just do that. And I think we'll just shift everyone left. I mean, we want to focus, and then essentially what I'm planning to do is stagger left, kind of form a diagonal, using this river for cover, and just creeping over in this area. This battle plan is developing as I'm speaking. I mean, it's not something well thought out, but feels like the right thing to do. Go take advantage of the high ground. Shift left. Use the stream as your cover. See if you can use missile barrages to weaken the enemy. And over on the left, I mean over on, well, I guess the center and the right, we want to kind of just defend against the big flank that we're, I mean, when we move forward to the left, we're presenting a bit of a flank on these guys if they come in diagonally. So I'm going to try to prevent that by essentially shifting the line back and down so that at any point if they come in, we envelop. Who knows? Silicianus says cavalry and hills are not good friends. Yeah, but it's not good for both people, so all we need to do is be on the top of the hill. And I would say that actually horses do really well, by the way, charging uphill. I mean, they ride up. I think a horse defense mechanism in the wild is to actually seek hills. They run up hills pretty well. But anyway, military-wise, not natural order of things-wise, charging down a hill is just better than charging up a hill. So if we get into a combat and they're on a hill disadvantage, the high ground does give you some combat bonus. So that said, I think now they don't have any, yeah, so we can basically move as far as we want up, and then we just hold. In fact, can we turn? Good. So we'll probably just hold at the river. You guys are also swordsmen, so I mean, also bowmen. Let's move you just forward altogether. And this is interesting. We can move them right to the edge. Now, if they choose to charge, that's great, because they'll put themselves in the stream. So we'll just keep ourselves right at the stream. And these guys are lancers, so what I actually want to do with these guys is take them over to the far... Yeah, this is actually not good. I made a mistake already. Can I undo everyone's? Undo everyone! It looks like you can only undo if you... what? If it's the last thing that was done, I guess. I probably should have undone this one and shift the turn to left. I mean, I should just move to a little more left because these guys are going to go up on the hill. We're going to have a big gap in our line. So what will happen instead, I guess, is these guys will be the troop which moves up that way. Which means our chargers are going to have to fill in the gap here. Let's be a little bit conservative about this movement. We're not sure where we're going to want to go. So they'll just stay this way and as a reaction force. And we'll probably send the flankers across the line. And they can just harass some of the troops. And, you know, tire them out if we can. Okay, I think that's our first turn. And they have remained static, which is good, I guess. I mean, good for us. Okay, so I want to move these guys separate because they're flankers. They're quite different than the heavy cavalry. First of all, they're light. You can see that it's a pretty big difference. If I move here, let's move all the way over here. I'm going to start moving these guys individually entirely. I don't like that he's going to move in that weird way, but it's okay. So we'll just turn. I mean, what happens if we wait for the Huns to deploy? Looks like we might have enough troops, because our infantry should be... I don't know, it's tough to say. Really tough to say. Control click, left click on a unit for... Okay, good. That's what I was looking for. Fantastic. So we actually want to look at their troops. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. Okay, yeah, we'll have to pelt them with the range stuff as much as possible. This heavy cavalry might want to... I don't know, it's tough to say. We don't want to go here, we'll be disordered. Just move this way. Yeah, okay. And we will open up our lines if we're not careful, but we can go here. And I don't know. We want to eventually cross, so let's take these guys far over here. Yeah, okay. These guys will move to the edge, I guess. We probably only need one. They don't need to be all next to each other. We probably only need spacings of one. Like, these bow and swordsmen are not as good at... They're not lancers. I don't know what the Huns have exactly, unfortunately. Let's move here. Move. 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 Yeah, and then you guys have to face the correct direction, which means that pretty much everyone's got to face the correct direction. At least these two. Okay, that's fine. And again, these guys are probably going to fill the gap here. So you guys are, yeah, you guys are going to move all the way out. I'm just going to shift these guys all the way around. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're just making this up as we go. But this seems to be the right place for these lancers. And we'll get these guys across the river. Want them to go maybe here? I think that's far enough away that they can't be attacked. And... one second. Okay, sorry about that. Move this guy over here just to control the flank a little bit better. Okay, so I have no idea what is going to... Let's see how they react. Let's just go. Okay, that's horrible. Why would they do that? Largely disordered. I think we just get free shots at them. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, we just get free shots at them. So this is... just seems like a terrible idea. They are moderately disordered. And, I mean, we should actually... I think we have to move somebody here so that... how do we do this? So let's look at the modifiers. Full arc of fire. And there's no long range or short range. Everything is short range when you're within 2. I think you have some archers, like full-on archers, have ranges of 4. And the tiles 3 and 4 way are considered long range. Sam asks if there's a baby on the battlefield. Well, it's been dealt with. Not in the Egyptian sense, thankfully, but it's for the moment, doing better. I want to move, but I think if you move and then fire, you have less. And they may just come across the river. So what we probably should do is... I mean, this is the biggest disparity. If we can get this to happen, I think we just do this. Okay, 11 of their 2-4 dead. That's actually pretty good. Are you guys blocked? You are. But that actually means you go... Perfect. It's perfect. You guys can go here. No, just wait. Actually... I'm willing to move these guys into the stream, because if they're engaged in the stream, whoever engages them will be disordered, and we'll attack them. So we'll do this. And I think they'll resist anyway. So you've already done this. Let's move you forward just so you can... out of shooting range. Right. 1, 2. Oh, right, of course. I did not want to do that then. Can I undo this battle? Yes, good. Okay, and you guys are going to move over anyway. I like this. I like this. Okay, I think we're in a good position here. We at least have some poor sob to dump our ammunition into for the time being. So I'm pretty happy about that. We can turn, that's good. He doesn't need to turn, he's fine. You're doing okay. And I think you will also move across. So let's get you to go that way. Now, the question is whether to move these guys across or leave this small gap in our lines, which seems a bit dangerous, but at the same time we'll be coming off the hill. Ugh, it's really tough. I don't want to break these guys up. They are my... Well, they are bowmen, actually. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. We'll keep moving them that way. That's still my idea. I mean, we do have enough space to fit our lancers in here. They probably will just stay back. Well, I guess we can move one more forward. And let's then just attack them. Start doing the light cavalry business. These guys are, yeah, they're normal cavalry. 1 second. Just got a small child there, never cooperative. Okay, so this might actually be another opportunity for us to be moving across. I don't know if we want to engage with the Lancers though. The Lancers will probably defeat our swordsmen. Just the initial combat. Okay, well, I don't know what we've missed here, but... Oh, wow, wow, good lord. So maybe there's some mechanics that have changed from the pike and shot days. Why is my cavalry not engaging the cavalry? What the heck is going on here? Okay, let's look at this. Percentages, we loot. Oh, wow, jeez, holy cow. So I guess we have to reconsider everything here. They win in every way because of the Lancers. Yeah, because of the Lancers. But, wait. Give me this guy. In the extended combat, we still lose. Okay. So it's good to know. I guess I really should have figured out that this is what my troops are like before, you know. Wait. Yeah, move there. Really should have been figuring this out before, you know, getting into actual combat, but we'll be able to do a fair amount of damage to these guys. Just gonna get everyone to attack them. And now they're disrupted. So now if we charge them, I assume... Well, let's not charge them. Let's just turn and shoot them. Shoot them to... blow them to smithereens, basically. Might as well. I mean, hey, one disrupted. Really giving our men something to shoot at. It's like target practice before the main event. Now, where the heck are our Lancers then? So we only have Lancers here, and we have Lancers here. This is a mistake. Actually, it's not. If we hold the high ground, we should be able to win a battle from the high ground to the low ground. Okay, so I think this is fine. Yeah, Sam says way more dangerous than the Byzantine army. Talking about a baby. He is absolutely correct. So this was so strange to me that we lost a troop on this. I don't mind going into the raid. I want to do this. Keep attacking. And actually, these are... Okay, they are. So we can't go any further, but we can do... Oh, what? Oh, okay, undo that. I want to move and then turn. Can I move and then turn? I cannot. That's strange. I don't want to move too many men over there, right? So they're sending some Vandals, cavalry, Vandal cavalry. I guess this identifies them, this parentheses at the end. It doesn't have any significance in terms of military strength or anything. Looks like it's just identifying. So this is the number 0, the number 1, the 18th. I consider it like the 18th regiment or whatever. I don't know if I like this. If we turn, we'll be okay. I think I would like to turn several people. Yeah, and we should win if they actually fight us in the stream. So we can hold there. But if they cross, we're in trouble. So that's, yeah, that's actually why I probably should move one unit. Turn. Okay. Okay, I like this. You guys just turn to face straight, because I have no idea where you're going to need to go. And hey, if we can route one, then maybe the Huns join us. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Okay, they're now in the river. I'm glad we turned. We need to get over there very quickly. Force them to not be... so we need to do this, and we cannot turn. That's not what I want. Okay, we can turn and shoot. That's good. And you can move like this and shoot. Wow, fantastic. And we got them disrupted, which is, of course, even better. I'm not going to be able to hit them. They're more than 2 tiles away. But if we move here, can I still turn? See, this is the problem. I don't know what I can do. Did the same thing twice. It's really what I want to do. And shoot. Okay. I need to move... We can't weaken this line too much, otherwise, well, the Lancers are there, they're ready. Now, do we win this? We still lose the initial charge, and we win the eventual combat that results. So first thing I think we do is, these flankers are not going to be very effective. Now actually, cohesion won't drop on contact light first, okay. So we do win this because it's a flanking attack, which is nice. This actually is probably the attack we'll do. 53%, yeah. So why don't we soften them up first. Yeah, let's soften them up first. Wow, do you attack also from the flank? No, you don't. So let's have you just shoot. Held firm. Auto brakes, routing. Okay, never mind. And let's turn and shoot, though. Because I want to make sure that they don't come back. You know, their morale is like, might still be kind of okay. I wish we had actually forced them into contact. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been good, because if we had done that, our troops would have pursued, which would have been devastating against the Lancers. So we made the right decisions in the end. Kind of accidentally, but in the end, the right decisions. Good. Good, 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 good. And we'll move you here, and you can actually just shoot, so we'll turn and shoot. And 11. Wow, okay, that's great. So these guys are down to 53 out of... We don't even have to worry about them anymore. Let's just ignore that they exist and continue to fortify on our hill here. Still a little bit worried about the Huns, but hey, look at that. We're now ahead 4%. Okay, so next things next. Let's get you to come back and shoot. And, you know, we've lost 2 guys, and we've done already 50 strength of damage. So we're ahead in this regard. A little tricky what we do here, because if we don't turn, we can actually be... Okay, can I move here and then turn? No, I'm really not sure how to deal with this. I like to keep the Lancers together. I have this feeling, this gut feeling, that actually... I think I'll have to do this. Just move one. If we move one further, they have to attack us. I don't think they can go 1, 2, 3. This is another thing. I don't know how it works. Would they go diagonal, diagonal, up, or would they go up, diagonal, diagonal? I think since they're facing this way, they have to go up, diagonal, diagonal. So I think it's okay for us to go here. So we can go here with all of our troops. And yeah, I guess we'll just completely shift right. And that means that you guys are going to want to go 1 to the right as well. And we'll turn you next time. Just wait for them to cross. So, brother, Silesianus. Silesianus says this game reminds me of Pike and Shot. Yeah, exactly. It's the same engine as Pike and Shot. It's the same developers. It's a good game. Pike and Shot, I mean, the one thing that drives me nuts about these games is RNG can just ruin the day. And that's not unfair. That's like really what combat was. You know, you can't exactly predict how your troops will behave. Anyway, let's see who we have left over here. We should take this position and turn and face. I think you should actually be taking this hill. Although we actually, no, actually, oh boy, undo. Okay, you go, oh, I see, these guys are all part of the same formation though, so they should either all go over or not. Okay, in that case, we do want you to move like this. Okay, that's fine. And we'll get you to come back and hold here. And you will hold right here when you can be reactivated. And you will hold up here. And this group that I'm currently moving is going to be the group to lead the charge across the Silesianus says, please call me Sil. Yeah, I think I will. It would be much easier for me. Alright, I think we can end our turn. Tab tells us which people haven't moved yet. I kind of think we should turn this guy. Not sure what we'll be facing, but... And these are just Lancers. They actually have 50% bow as well. Okay, so let's end this turn. They dispersed. And another... Oh, this is great. They fragmented. This is really good for us. Okay, our turn. So, obviously the thing to do, begin the barrage. If we engage them, we will lose because it is both of us in the river. So basically, we're both in a bad situation, so in effect, nobody has the advantage. Turn and shoot. So moved is minus 20%. Okay, so that is important. Can I undo that? I think once you fire you can't undo because then you could just cheese the RNG. Okay, line of sight blocked. Okay, that's good. We want to turn you anyway. And last but not least, they can't, oh, they can actually turn front. Great. And you guys will just move, I think, 1 this way. And then you'll turn and face front. Actually, we'll probably move these guys right up to the river anyway. It's going to be a massive hole in our lines if the Huns choose not to join us. They do come in as an aggressor. So if we do this attack, we actually win. Amazing. But we lose... No, we actually win the long fight too. And you can actually turn in... Ah, this is interesting. I really like our position. I really like it. And I want to keep engaging here, despite the fact that this guy's going to have to come and... We need a second barrage to actually challenge to make them force a morale check. But that's okay. We'll just... I mean, we're going to draw these guys in, and... These guys can't move. They're stuck here. They can't turn away from an enemy that is possible to charge them. So they're just stuck until they commit. And if they commit, they fight from the river out of it. So it puts them in a really bad position. Yeah, I'm very content with our position here. Next question is how to deal with our new enemy. I think it's going to be... Okay, this is great that you can shoot directly. That was a lot of damage too. Okay, great. has a lot of morale checks and a lot of damage. We will lose this initial one. Let's just shoot them. Disrupted. There it is. Now one of these was not like... Okay, so you are supposed to go here. And you are supposed to go back here. Great. Now this is set. You will go here. And face that way. Perfect. Now this group... For some reason I can't order them individually anymore. Let's get them all over. Yeah, we can get them disordered for a little bit. That's okay. They'll become ordered again once we move across. Okay, yeah, in fantastic position. If we can get this guy to disrupt, I'm assuming that this the chance of the Vandals, the Huns, we don't know which side they'll take, right? They want to pick the side that's winning. So I'm assuming that the more damage we do... Yeah, Parrot Gamer says you're going to run out of shots. You can see in the bottom here that they have ammunition. However, you still can fire after you lose your ammunition. You just fire with only a 50% strength. So I don't know what that mechanic would be. Like essentially, maybe you're being a little bit more conservative about your ammunition. Maybe you're using a little bit of ammunition you find already on the battlefield. I don't know, or something like that. Or people who are running with supplies with the arrows are coming and delivering you, but you don't have that much. It has to be just spread among the whole company. Who knows? Whatever you want to assume is the magic behind that. You still can fire, but it's 50% damage. Things have changed. There's been 3 DLC. I played this game when it first came out, Field of Glory, but things have changed, so maybe that's no longer true. But that is how it used to be. Get these guys. No, you can't turn, and you can. Okay, so we're going to want them to go that way. Okay, great. So that's another turn. Do I want to have them? I guess the great thing about having them here is they can possibly redeploy to fight the Huns if I need. Now, if that happens, we're just going to have to leave a gap in our lines somewhere. And probably the best place to leave that gap would be spreading these guys out along the river. Even one every other tile would be acceptable. Okay, but let's end this turn. And it looks like we've triggered the AI. Well, let's think of this in a really realistic way. Yeah, that was probably a really terrible charge for them. They've committed. Okay, this is it. It's happening. It is happening. Any general has given the command. Let's think about this in a role-playing, immersive way. The Huns have decided to join the Vandal army. You bastards. Well, that is no bueno. No, it's not too terrible. We do have a force, which luckily for us, has not been committed. And it has a general, and I think we can wipe them out. Okay, this is great, actually. So we will win this, actually, because they're fragmented. And I think it's worth doing. 17... This one, okay, let's look at what we do here. We actually still lose this one. So we just commit to pelting them until they die. Let's do it this way first. Perfect. Now, if I want, I can charge. But there's no reason to do this. Yeah, even you can see we might still lose. So let's just continue to shoot them. Now let's turn and face our new threat. Somebody has come within range. And we will make them pay. So we're okay. I think we're okay. They have depth in numbers. Like they have, like, what would this be? The Russians would call it what? Multiple layers of defense. But it's not going to be very helpful in a game, in a world, I should say, not a game, but in a world where there is no well, not significant ranged combat. Not like they have artillery. So these guys are going to be our deploying unit who goes and deals with these annoying traitors. 4 versus 3. We should be okay. Okay, so there it is. We've committed our forces, and these guys, do they cross the river? Do they go and support there's a lot that could be done here. Okay, who do we start working on? I think we just start shooting anybody we can. And I want to move one group this way, just in case. We'll just take whoever we don't have to move to hit. Start doing damage to anybody. Yeah. It's a tough position here because they definitely can get a lot of forces in a small area. Let's do this. I think what we do is force the issue here. And I'm going to close that line so we don't have any breaks in our line. Okay, so we'll just, I think we do this attack. No, we'll lose in long distance, so let's just shoot. We'll retreat if we need to. And if they come and engage us, well, it's worse for them, right? They'll be fighting in the river again. So we've launched all our missiles. You've not moved, but who has not shot? Ah, yes, of course, this whole area hasn't shot. So let's just start giving them hell. Cannot get to this guy without going into the stream, so he won't fire this battle, this turn. These guys are in combat, so I can't actually shoot at them. So we just stay with the other troops, and notice this is the great thing, that our troops, wow, we can actually turn and shoot, that's great. I want to give these guys space to run away, so I'm going to pull back here. Shouldn't cause a cohesion test, there's no enemies in front of them. Huh, I think it was actually going to, though. So who hasn't moved? You guys, and this is the tough one. Do we want to actually cross? We want to use our missiles. I want to give these guys a path to retreat in case they're charged, which I really, truly believe they are going to be charged. So let's do this. Let's just turn you. Yeah, let's just turn this guy. So this gives this unit places to run. Who hasn't moved? You guys, but you probably won't move. Wait. Ah, this one's a little unfortunate. We can't. We're going to win this one, right? We are... Oh yeah, we want to actually fight it. So they held firm, but they're disrupted, and we're doing more damage than them all the time. Good news is, as soon as they disrupt, or I mean fragment, or anything, it does ripple. The morale ripples. So... Whew. We're into it now, huh? Okay, good. End the turn. Oh wow, they're committing at the river. That's bold. They're doing it. They're doing it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I moved that guy over. It's kind of smart. Okay, well, we got a real situation on our hands. I mean, what was I expecting? They were just going to let me sit there and ding them the whole time? Okay, so this is the situation. Obviously not a good one. So we can turn and fire, which does 0 to 2, which is pretty much nothing. I think that these guys now become a flanking force. We move in the back and we start They can't charge people while they're disordered, but as soon as they step out of the river, they won't be disordered anymore. And then they'll be able to, so we can move here, and I think we can even fire on those guys. And they aren't disordered anymore, so now they can actually start charging people in the flank. We probably have to commit to this battle soon, but for now, let's just keep ripping them apart. Now they're fragmented. Did that cause this guy to break? No, it did not. Let's see what happens in this. 10% and 70%. So this may be our best bet, actually, to force these guys a break in the lines. We have 2 turns of ammunition left, so I'm a little bit reluctant to do that. If we keep doing this turn, they will just keep pushing us off the map. You know, when I don't want to think about something, I just go somewhere else. Okay, forget it. Let's just let's fight this battle over here instead. Now we want to cross the river, by the way. This would be not good. Let's shoot them. Okay, this should be a huge victory, and we do want them to chase now. We actually do want them to break. Fragmented. Does it ripple? No. Okay, turn and fire. Shoot. Shoot. It's a lot of damage to these guys. I mean, what, they're down to half strength. My god. That is brutal. And shoot. Disrupted. Fantastic. Okay. So we have this battle going on, which we should win. That's good to see. We have this battle going on, which we should also win. We might want to... No, we can't engage in double combat. Oh, this is rough. Oh, God, this is rough. Shoot whoever you're facing, basically, so we don't have to turn, which gives us the movement, the stationary non-movement bonus. And we're actually facing good directions. We disrupted him. That's fantastic. Okay, I mean, we're definitely in a good situation here, I think. So you just shoot. And wait, you guys can actually, you guys do have 50% bow, I forgot. And 6 to 22, I mean, this is nothing to sneeze at. It's pretty good damage. We will have these guys turn and shoot. And we will have them turn and shoot as well. Okay, good. Whew. So what do these guys do? I think if we turn, they cannot. Yeah. We can't do it. We can't do it. If we turn backwards, I think they charge us and we just retreat again the same way. By the way, this is open ground. We're on open ground. If we could get to rough ground, force them to fight us in rough ground, that would be good. Let me see. If I move here, can I turn any direction? No. Who else have I not moved? Oh, yes. You're actually... I'm very happy I moved you. Let's... turn and shoot. Damage to everyone. Okay, you... Yeah, I think now we want to cross... Well, they do have reserves. We have to be a little bit careful about running into their reserves. Where are our infantry? Do we get infantry? Is this Hun thing, is it actually true that there's a chance they join you, or is that all just historical flavor? Okay, this guy is just a bowman. Light. These guys are normal cavalry, so we're probably going to have to chase this guy all the way off the map, unfortunately. He's going to be just annoying, really annoying to deal with, but that's okay. But the rest of them... They cannot turn, and I mean they're same cavalry as us. So let's, I think, come to this hilltop. Like, I don't want to go in the rough though. If I go here, can I turn here? No, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, good. So we are gonna hold them off. We want to get these guys involved though. If I move here, the question is, let me just see. Can I turn and fire? No. another thing we should consider is when this unit breaks and this guy charges, we can fill the line with somebody. But these units are just being wasted. I don't like having a reserve. I know it's kind of insane. You always hear about people having a reserve. And we did have a reserve when the Huns arrived, which was extremely important. But I don't like having a reserve now because I want to commit all my force. I mean, the bigger the hammer that falls on the anvil, the more likely it is to crush the enemy. So I like to just deploy all my forces. Now, if we didn't have perfect view of the battlefield like we do, that would probably be a mistake. You wouldn't really know. But we have perfect vision. So this is obviously just a bit of a gaming mechanic that in games, yeah, you generally don't want to, you generally do want to just commit your entire force. Have they already shot or what? So you can see ammunition is low. That's what keeps them from, and this is our general too, so he should win in combat with those two. So you can see the red little lines there means that they have a foe which is threatening them, which means I cannot, these guys will not turn and face something else. They will not. These guys, I mean, if we can get to the top of this hill, that guy cannot, okay, we can do it. Let's just go. Let me do this the other way, actually. Yeah, let's get this guy here, this guy here. He won't be, he'll be disordered this turn, but he won't, there won't be any threat to him until, because this guy, he can't move. So that's good. I'm pretty happy with this. We're going to win on this flank. It's very clear. The whole point, that was the whole, you know, the whole idea from the get-go was win on the left flank and then just hold on the right flank. Knowing that the Huns could betray us, and they did. Huh. Okay, so if we were to charge, we would lose that, but just barely. So we let them charge and we win. And you haven't done anything, and you don't have any bow, so like B, my next unshot. Oh, this guy? Wait. It says that these guys haven't shot. Wait, who? Oh, it's these guys over here. Okay, great. So this guy is fragmented. Do we want to force that? No, I think I want to shoot. So he's the only one who hasn't fired. Do we want to kill the troops that have 186 or 107? My God. These guys are going to fragment and break just because they really don't have any troops left. Now, I think we turn and fire, despite the fact that means we'll do less damage. This guy could rout, though, which could also cause that guy to rout. Like, I mean, look at this flag. Their flag is supposed to be, like, basically your approximation of their morale. Look at that. They're just practically dead, and these guys are still doing pretty well. So, in that sense, let's turn and fire at these guys. Do some more damage. We can commit to this fight anytime we want. In fact, I wish I could undo that. I would prefer to shoot at the Vandals who have broken through out of everyone. I'm not even sure why we didn't, our troops didn't allow the battle. The stream should be working for us. But, yeah, we still have this question. What do we do about this? What do we do about these guys? They're going to turn, I assume. I think we'll do this. Let's turn and face and just prepare for another charge, which we fall back from. I think that's how it'll go. Even if we do get into one-on-one fight here and we lose that, which we probably will, that's just one unit we've lost, and we're gaining it overall. So we lose one. He sacrificed because he let somebody through. He dug his own grave. And that, I think, is... So we have people who haven't moved, but we don't have anybody who hasn't shot. So let's end the turn. Oh, that was not good. We lost that. Yeah, the charges are coming. Good, they're routing. That broke perfect. That was very good. Ah, they got it. They got that one. Ah, wow, oh my God, that was really bad. Our cavalry does not fall back very far. So we're losing the right flank. We're winning the left flank, losing the right. guys too. My god. Well, things were going well, but now, not so much. This guy's broke. It's good. We have some troops routing, though. As long as the middle holds, the middle has to hold. You can sacrifice one flank for the other, but the middle has to hold. Okay, let's see what happens here now. We move forward and we start doing damage. Let's see. What is the damage we can do versus what they're doing? They did 24 damage. And we will do, from a disrupted point of view, we'll do 4 to 16. Wow, that is not good. Well, I think since we outnumber them, we just engage in this long-range fight. It's not going to be fun, but yeah, we already disrupted them. Can we charge? And we win. We'll do it. And we'll just shoot these guys. Okay, that was good. 30 damage. That's very good. Yeah, so this is actually good that we did this in the end. I'm going to move here, and I think we won't have enough action points to shoot, I don't think. Let's see, is it? Yeah, we do. Okay, great. Well, then that's absolutely what I'm going to do. Now, the trick is going to be that I need to protect these guys. They're going to get themselves into some trouble. Like, these guys I'm not worried about because we can just continue to shoot at them until they decide to commit. And it's their own death. Yeah, this guy's fragmented now. I don't care, I'll just keep shooting. And maybe this guy should redeploy off. So if we engage here, we win. That might be what we do. Let's shoot this guy. This is a win. But it's 1911. Otherwise, I could shoot somebody. This is a huge win. 42 to 2. 28 to 7 in the thing. We can cause a break. These guys actually can still shoot, which is amazing. These guys are fighting on multiple battles, so they'll probably lose. Yeah, 9 to 17. I'm looking at the win-loss, 7 to 23, which is really not good. This is very close, and we can do, we can shoot and then engage. Wow. Oh man, it's coming down to it now, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna start our little aggressive raids in the rear. Hoping that this guy doesn't return, but even if he does, I mean, for now, we can't worry about it. Now, this is going to be rough. 90% chance we lose. That's going to be a break. Hopefully these guys recover, but once they're off the battlefield, there's no hope. They do not come back. Yes, we still need to do something with these guys. I think what we do is move like this. We can actually fire from this angle as well. And I want to fire at these guys, who are, in my opinion, the target of interest. Can I move here and then turn and fire? That's exactly what I want to do. And you just move here. So we'll start collapsing the flank from this side. I just hope this works. We're already committed to the strategy, so... This guy is down to 222. He's only done 30 damage, and this guy's completely intact. And it looks like they're going to charge next turn. So let me go ahead and shoot arrows one last time while I still can. I don't know who it would be better to take. The injured one, maybe? I think the injured one. Let's keep focusing on an injured one. If we can get one break in the line, yeah, we should always Schwerpunkt. Focus on one spot in the line. Okay, you can turn and charge, and we would win that. And I think we need to start winning this. Get this to... Because this guy's fighting 3 guys. Like, good God. This poor guy. Yeah, so let's do this. Whoa, we lost it! Oh man, that's brutal. Oh, it was very unexpected. Very unexpected. The odds were strongly in our favor. And you know, you have one RNG like that, and you're like, okay, that was a bit rough. But when that happens a few times, you really start to curse this game. Things didn't go our way. You know, so if we end up losing, we can look at this moment and even say, like, okay, this unit broke because this unit didn't get disrupted, which means that this fight didn't go our way. He has 3 fights. Oh, he's going to lose all of them. He probably just dies this turn. They'd probably break through right here. Ah, that's so rough. We win this in the long run, but what does it... Okay, this is a huge force, though. If we can get these guys to start breaking, that might mean something. Like, do we just let this one guy... It shouldn't cause, since he's not next to anybody, it shouldn't cause any morale ripples. It's still going to be terrible. Huge hole in our lines. Let's fight this one. Damn it. Not having a whole lot of luck here. Okay, that was good. That was lucky. I did that fight first because I have a feeling this one's not going to go well. Oh, that one's going to work. We, in fact, did not... Because it's... Fighting a disruptive force, we had a 40% chance to win. We did not. It's unfortunate. Okay, well... I should have done this first. I thought this would be that is not what I expected to have happen, actually. I expected this to be a fight where this unit comes in, attacks, and then retreats. Did not expect it to be a full commitment. Anyways, I should have done that first, because it'll help with those two fighting each other. Okay, do we commit here? We win overall, but it means we commit. Maybe we... is this guy going to lose? We need to do these fights. We have to find out. If he gets disrupted... Okay. I think basically he's going to fragment and just lose. So what I was thinking, if we had disrupted this guy, I would turn him, I would charge him in. We'd hopefully break this guy before our guy broke. But you can see morale-wise, he's not going to cut it. So we'll probably just do the impact here. In fact... I don't see any reason to charge yet, even. This is 1021, 822, 1021, 1360. We actually lose the initial charge. Okay. Okay, we got them disrupted. This is good. Square punked, right? If I commit him, he's completely committed. And they do have Vandal Cavalry who can come eventually attack this guy. But, yeah, let's just wait. Let's force them to attack. Why attack into the river? We're at the advantage. In fact, I can just turn, and really it gives me... Can I turn? Can I charge? No. So undo that. Yeah, let's just stay here. It gives me options. Let's keep our options available. We have our general here. Ah, man, the general did not... The general lost? You're not setting a good sign for your soldiers. Okay, actually, if we tab, everybody's moved, so we can end the turn. Youch. I was not surprised there. Oh, gosh. Ouch. Hooray! Cheers! Okay, good. That guy's fragmented. This guy broke. Disrupted. Charging here. Fell back. Evading. Look at all that evasion. And now we can shoot that guy to pieces. They charge there. We'll have to charge back with our other unit. And here comes the light cavalry. This is a shooting war. Okay, we did well there. That's a disrupt unit, so we... Oh, wow, we survived. Oh, fragmented! Okay, that one's gonna break. It's just a matter of time. Okay, that was good. And we're still routing over there. So those guys don't look like they're gonna come back. Oh. gosh, it's brutal. Okay, it's our turn. Thank God. Every time it's like you hold your breath. Can you make it to the next turn? So we need to fight this. We have to... In fact, what we want to do... How long is this battle going to go on for? We lose... I think we want to double team this guy. I'll think about that a little bit longer. So this is now still bad. This is a chance to win. No. So we're facing this guy, we can't do anything. What happens to the attack? 30%? Pretty good chance to win, but I'll just take my chances doing it this way. We have a good chance to win here. Damn, 30%. This guy's dead. I might need to do those battles and just let him die so I can brace myself for the... what is the fallout of that? Think we can outshoot this guy in a long battle. This is going to be a huge win, so we'll do that. Probably should have... Well, we can actually still shoot this guy. Miracle. And we can either charge, that does make sense because he'll disengage, of course. We can shoot or we can charge, and we'll lose that, so we'll just shoot. Okay, that was the easy side. This is the easy side, right? I'm pretty sure that we just shoot this guy and he's going to break. So the guys who don't have to move to shoot, let's do those first. Should we just charge this guy now? 62% chance to win, 90% chance to win. We'll lose a heavy cavalry, but it could cause the cascade that we do want. Otherwise, we turn and shoot, we just basically... I mean, he's down to almost a third of his total strength. That is just horrendous. Horrendous casualties. And I think we need to focus on this guy. We can turn, shoot, turn, shoot. We can get this guy to turn and shoot. Actually, he can... No, he cannot do a rear attack. So do this. Yeah, I think we do this. Turn and shoot. Turn and shoot. This guy could turn and shoot here, but what is this guy at? Well, 214. Actually, he's only moderately disordered from the stream, and he's not doing too bad. But it's really tough. Actually, we have to turn and shoot this guy, in fact, because he could attack us. I think... Can he charge us? If he charges us this way, yeah, it's bad. Let's just do this. Turn and shoot. I'd like to shoot this guy, but okay, that's disrupted. That's good. And you, like I said, this is either a win. And what we could do is get this guy to go start supporting. Now, how does this work? Huge victory in the long term versus... Oh, also a huge victory. We might need to do that because this guy... Oh, this guy's... Oh, no. That unit is fragmented, so we win this. That's the first thing we need to do because it can cause them to break. Perfect. Who got dispersed? Oh, no. Dispersed, not disrupted. So all of their units passed their morale check. Oh, man, that's rough. I was not expecting that. I think we just shoot this guy, because we should win this. Yeah, we should win this. So we shoot this guy. And there's no way for this guy to shoot. Oh, God. Yeah, we need to figure out what goes on the right before we act over here. Versus, we lose the first one, 0 to 68. That is incredible. But we win in the long term. I think we're going to do this. See what happens. Even fight, very good. It does kill 8 more men. That's 8 less men that we have to deal with in this. So it's only 58% chance to lose. That's still terrible. Still terrible. What I'm thinking is it could take 2 turns, but we can do this, and then we can charge from the side. Okay, if I go here, can I turn? Good, so that means 1 turn and we can charge him from the side. That's probably worth it. So basically, he just needs to hold on for 1 turn, which even if he's disrupted, he'll win. These 2, even if he's disrupted, will win in the long term. So, wow. We're still not doing well against that. Great, fall back, fall back, fall back. Thank you. Good. That's what I was hoping would happen, actually. And then, yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Unfortunately, this is actually something I have to think about. Which of these units do I want to lose to? Because if I lose to the left side, he chases me first. If I lose to the right side, he chases me first. I think that I want to fall back this way. So we're going to lose to him. Perfect. Oh. Well, that's not good, but we can charge this guy. Yes. Okay, we can get something out of this. Now, the problem is this guy can then come across and charge me in the flank. So we have this huge flank, but then this guy can charge him in the flank. It's a mess. So hopefully this guy's... Is he pursuing? Good. So these guys will both chase him. I think we have to do this. What is the chances that... He's at 201. Wow, this is tough. I think that if I do this turn, he cannot move through my zone of control. Like, it exposes his flank and he won't do that. If I turn this guy, though, we are putting ourselves in a predicament that this cavalry will be able to turn and fight us. But if he does that, we can attack him. And he's coming out of the river, too. Let's do it. This is all just a guess. If we lose this whole battle because of this terrible... Oh, I broke. Wow. Okay, that was actually quite good. Now, he can still go 1... No, he can't. The river just slows down movement so much. I think we just turn back. Okay. That's good. So this was actually a reasonably successful turn. Oh, good. We still have somebody who can shoot. He hasn't even shot yet. Fantastic. He hasn't attacked or done anything yet. He can attack this guy for 50%, or this guy for 42% in the long term. Since we have... what's your... You're winning. You should win overall then. I think our attack has to be here. It's crazy. It's madness. So this is still this question about whether we want to just force this guy to rout. I think we do. We need to open up this flank faster. He held firm. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, but we need to start getting these guys forward in combat. Okay, good. I'm happy about this. I'm really happy. Should we converge on these horse archers, or should I assume that 4 versus 3 we can win? Looks like we're going to win this. I think we can win 4 on 3. Okay, good. That means that this guy is actually going to be able to commit himself further to the right. Okay, so this is it. This is the big challenge, was to see would our left flank hold. Would our left flank win faster than our right flank loses? I would say, as of right now, the answer is yes, which is fantastic news. And this guy is only disrupted? No, he's routing. Oh yeah, my unit is disrupted. So you can actually start shooting at troops. We'll just go and start just shooting at anybody who's not committed to the battle. Well, you know what? You're going to be pelted with some javelins, or I guess bow. You're going to be pelted with some arrows. Yeah, and about this guy again. I think we cross the river. There's the stream now. We come out of it on the other side. So I got a lot of Moorish cavalry over here as well. I hope that we just commit. We'll start really committing to the battles, though. Getting everyone into melee, and then these guys won't be that important. This is the only unit, so it's really this decision. Let's just check these numbers again. I'm down 20, he's down 50, and he has, well, he gets to fire next, though. How many troops do I get back? I think that okay, this guy's going, is he pursuing? No CC. So he's pursuing. Yeah, we need somebody to follow the general. Okay, good. End turn. Cross our fingers. Here we go. Woo! When will the infantry arrive? Emil Torte says, and I have the same question. I really hope they arrive soon, but I don't know. Maybe they never arrive. Ooh, not good. Okay, dispersed, routing. Oh, he rallied. That's not good. Oh, they're rallying. Oh, God. Did not expect. He rallied, so that's actually not bad. Yikes. Oh, it worked. They arrived. Just when we thought there was no hope. Emil's question has been answered. They have arrived. Oh, amazing. Okay, this is good news. Very good news. Now, how do we deploy these guys, though? It looks like that general has stopped pursuing. Fragmented somebody there. That's good. Oh, we're holding firm. That's good. Excellent. The cavalry is here. Oh, wait. It's the infantry which is here. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's backwards. So this is a 50. This is a 82. We'll do the 82 first. Let's shoot this guy first, because if this guy breaks, he might also break if he has more damage done to him. Wow, 80% chance it didn't work. Oh man, he held. He held. Bastard. Oh gosh. Sorry, I apologize for the language too. Okay, well, just keep pelting this guy. Force him to commit out of the stream, uphill. Just the worst of all situations, really. Do any damage we can there. Okay, so let's... I want to do the arrows here first. Because, is he disrupted? He is. This charge from this is from 75, this is from 50. So we actually have the biggest bonus charging from here. It's not even that, it's still not even that great. So, charge... this guy wins his charge, though. They're pretty much the same unit. I don't know why charging from lower height is better. Oh, it's a flank. Of course. Cohesion won't drop on contact as not already in combat. Okay, that's fine. Let's shoot him first, and then we can, if we choose... We can choose what to do now, basically. Okay, so if we shoot him, 6 to 20... versus charging him, and then it's like basically a sure victory. If we want, we probably I mean, this guy's getting just so run over by all these archers. Oh, we need to charge this guy before he can come back. So I think we'll just do that. And this is the interesting thing. Why can we not charge him? Oh, not close enough. We can move and actually shoot him, though. We do win this in the long term. We're winning this. And it's so interesting. So we can charge this guy. We win in the long term. This guy's getting fought on 3 sides. So it's not his best day. We are losing that. I guess we just keep shooting this guy. One more turn. So this is the last turn of ammunition anyway. Did some good damage there. Yeah, this was going to put a lot of pressure on these guys. I'm so disappointed I can't actually target that guy, but... Now this guy is facing the wrong way. Jackson, hey, how's it going? Cohesion will drop. Fantastic. So that finally worked. That paid dividends, big dividends. Oh, and now we're charging them inside? Well, not ideal. Didn't work out as well as I hoped. Should we engage? We should probably start shooting people. Who is not in combat here? Everyone is in combat. The only ones who aren't in combat are the Moorish cavalry. We don't want to engage them in the same way. So what if we attack these guys? We can probably just do a lot of damage. I don't like, because these are... It's possible these guys could rally. 165 out of 228, so they're not doing too bad in terms of amount of troops they've lost. I don't have anything for these flankers to do. They're probably not going to win any of these fights. Certainly not going to win any of them in the long term. So these flankers are kind of useless to me. I wonder if it's best spent just forcing this guy not to rally. Now if I turn and fire, I just don't do any... okay, let's do this then. I think that was the right decision. We killed 9 troops, pushing these guys, hopefully doing more morale damage to them. Okay, we're going to lose this one. We already fought. Okay, so which one of these are we going to lose the least? Well, it's the same old here. We have to choose between... This guy's going to rout eventually because he's fighting 3 at the same time. We could charge this guy, and we win it. Wait, why can we not do this? Cannot charge Vandal 11 because of 26. Interesting. So if we charge this guy... Well, what we could do is shoot the crap out of these guys. And really, by shoot the crap, I mean we're not going to be doing that much shooting at all. But, okay, this seems to make sense to me. We get this guy, who's at full strength, just park himself right next to this troop, launch a barrage of arrows right into his flank. This guy can move here. If he moves here, can he turn and shoot? No. So let's undo that. This guy could even just move forward here, let's say, and then turn and fire, I think. Yes. That's going to be his position for sure. This guy, it makes sense for him to go... Okay, so let's undo this. Probably move this guy forward. Where he can... Okay, he can shoot. Which one do we want to focus on? Force the break? I think we force the break. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Wow, very good. Turn and shoot. Charge. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not as good as I was hoping. Should win this. Jackson says, still trying to get into this game. Went Belisarius, but I'm not as thrilled with the big focus on cavalry. Yeah, I actually dislike the cavalry focus as well. Mainly because I like the little infantry maneuvering and all that. It's more fun for me. So we still didn't commit to what we're going to do with two of these forces here. I guess there's not a huge reason to charge yet. Well, okay, there is. Maybe there's a reason to save ammunition. Okay, what's you're at 187, you're at 186. So you're both really equally hurt. Yet this guy is facing 3 guys, and this one, I mean, okay, I think we have to turn and do this. What is your chances of victory? Not amazing, actually. Not nearly as good. Let's just keep pelting this guy with arrows. Okay, he's fragmented. Now we could charge and easily, you know, drive him off. But let's instead turn and shoot this guy. Perfect. Okay. Okay, now we have the infantry, who I think we just have to charge to the front as fast as possible. Jackson says, I mean, calves are so vulnerable to the choice of weapon for most human war. Lots of dudes with spears and shields. It's true, but only if you have those spears and shields, because you can see in this fight that we lack this. Oh, boy. I don't know how my infantry are going to get to the front to be effective in time. I think we just move. Move as fast as you can. Still this decision about whether to shoot this guy or charge him. It's just not as good as I was hoping, so we'll just continue to shoot him. Disrupted. Perfect. That was very big. Okay, there's nobody else to move, which means this guy's probably going to rout. Jackson says that maybe it's better to do, well, I mean, I was going to paraphrase. He says, I confess I'd be inclined to seriously focus on doing as much damage as possible when possible. First blow and more blows, even when small, mean a lot in this game. Basically, this morale tilt, right? I think is what he's mentioning. Basically, if you like, they're really doing a lot of damage for my guys. It's going to cause a morale check for all my other units. A bad situation, right? Now, I think we'll have to do this battle first. Okay, good, that came out even. 70, 79, 73, we'll do the... well, if we got disrupted on the one we were in the best chance of winning, that doesn't bode well. Okay. Breaks. Fudge. Disrupted. Damn it! Breaks! Oh god, okay, that's it. It's over. Well, we're gonna lose this battle because of basically that one little area there. That might be a little apocalyptic, a little exaggerated, too dramatic. We could still win, but it's not gonna be easy. Okay, let's fight this. Yeah, we're not... See, we have a 75% chance to win, and nothing happens. That's always bad. 50%. Well, the chances of that happening were not big, but we did... Somehow their disrupted unit held against both of our units. $65. Thankfully, one worked. Should have done that first, because then it would have impacted the other ones more. Alright. That was not great, but here we go. Let's see what happens. They rallied. Where are my rallies? I always talk about this as well. This is why Field of Glory drives me so nuts, because the RNG just, it never seems fair. How many of my troops are rallied versus how many of theirs? I think that's like 4 or 5 of them, and have I had a troop rally I can't remember, so I'm going to say just 1. Nobody likes somebody who talks bitter about the game, but it's just something to keep in mind that you seem to be fighting an uphill battle to begin with. They are picking on the disrupt unit there. It's pretty smart. Let's see how these go. Jeez. My units... Okay, there. Now, where I don't need it, by the way. I rally a unit where I don't need it. But that's okay. It's still something, right? And that should be a huge victory over there. Not good. Not good, not good. These should be wins. We should be dominating on that side. Okay, so it's still in our favor. We have a good chance here to keep pushing on. How do we want to deal with this? Disrupting units should fight first. Held firm, okay. Damn it. Okay, 23. He held firm twice. Inconceivable. Well, we could pin these guys, actually. If we move here, we can just follow them, and unless they turn and face us, if they turn and face us, we're in a real pickle. But if they don't turn and face us, we can just follow them and attack their flank. Let's look at what's going on over here. We have a disrupted unit. Let's try to pick apart the... okay, how do we want to do this? I think we want the charge to go this way. I've now turned and faced. So... 9... We win in the long term. Okay, so let's... They're facing the middle. Okay. Who's going to do more? 6 to 20 versus 8 to 30. So I think we do this 8 to 30. Then we have to charge this guy. Yeah. That did not work. I just want one roll to go my way. Come on. Give me something. Give me something to do here. You're totally screwed. Write that one first. We're totally screwed against this guy, so. Alright, so this is a happier moment for us, I have to say. This guy did rally. 7, we win in the long term. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but we're committed to doing it anyway. Okay, do a little bit of damage here. 69%, come on. Give me the 69%. Thank you. Thank you. Turn and shoot. This guy's so tattered. And those Huns, I can tell you, they are not going to be well received. We're going to go back and scorch a few villages for their treachery. 11... 7. By the way, these numbers do change. So this is now 12 instead of 11. The way they do it is actually they calculate the battle happening 100 times, and they divide, or 1,000 times, and then they give you the percentage of each one happening. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's because of the randomness of the game. They actually include that in the percentage rules. Seems like it would be better to not include the RNG, give you like the raw, the flat, like give you the mean value or something like that, and then, but they're both probably okay to do. So this is unfortunate. I don't know how to deal with this. I did not win. Okay, here we go again. We have 12-9, 60 we will win. 3 for 25, so we'll lose this. Let's do this. Let's first pelt. And then attack. I mean, I could also barrage. But the morale is more important and they're disrupted. No, 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 no! Whoops! I meant to attack! Undo! Cripes. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, look it. They're fragmented. Can you just get them off the map? Thank you. This is the only thing which brings me any peace, is dealing with this side over here. Now, I might need this guy to go over and start disrupting over here. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is... it's not... We'll just have these two. I think this guy's also going to move as far as we can go. Let's do the... 17. Yeah, I mean, we're already committed, right? Ammunition low, so this won't do as much damage, but it's fragmented. How does this look? 24. I mean... we might as well keep doing this. We're going to preserve our troop numbers. And if he breaks, well, even better. There it goes. I'm going to assume that this is also going to cause this guy to break eventually. Okay, so let's go over here. See, I did not... These are Moorish cavalry. I don't want to sit there and fight. I wanted to get involved in combat, but... stupid me. Clicked the wrong button. Alright, so this guy needs to get over here. How bad are you? About half. I'm going to assume this guy will not rally. Or I could just... wow. I mean, I guess the sooner... light cavalry is not going to be very useful, even in those things. So what about... we actually have a great chance to win this first fight. It gets him out of the way, too. This is kind of weird. It gets him out of the way. Yeah. Okay, look. He's going to win that? Perfect. Get my light cavalry out of here. Perfect. That was good. Can be happy about that result. Okay, so this whole situation here, I still haven't figured out what I want to do. Don't seem to be winning the ones I want to win. Yeah, they're doing well over there. Okay, this is the only unit. So what do? I think this buys us time. And so therefore I think it's the right decision. It's only a half arc. Can I find a way to do a full arc? Probably this is a full arc. Full arc, 2 to 8, yeah. So he's gonna crash into that guy. I mean, this is just buying time, basically. Force him to think about something else. And you know what? The buying time thing, it's something to consider because, okay, these guys are dead anyway, right? But if the Vandal Cavalry charges into our infantry, that is a success. Okay, so scattered forces fighting all over the place right now. We lost the right flank, we won the left. Let's see what happens. Now, Edward Duncan says next time, I think actually Jackson said something else like, oh, well, let's watch the fight first. They rallied again? God, come on. And they broke. Oof, that's brutal. That's not going to be good at all. Ah, that's really bad. Okay. So their light forces are charging. That's, I mean, that's good, really. Broke. Should charge, auto-charge that. Why didn't that auto-charge? Who's disrupted? I can't see anything. Oh, we're disrupted. Damn it. We're fighting 2-on-1. Okay, then 1 force rally. That's huge. That's my general. Of course he should rally. Like attacks. That's really just going terrible over there. Oh, God. Okay, now let me read these chat comments, which I'm going to agree with both of them. Jackson said, I confess I'd be inclined to... oh, no. He said... no, this is Edward Duncan. Right. Edward Next time I would try withdrawing my cav back and fighting closer to where your reinforcements come in. Might also have prevented the Huns from betraying you. I think the Huns situation is forced. And the reason I say that is because we were actually ahead on percentage. I intentionally did that to try to win them over. Like if we read the battle description, it says the Huns may join either side later in the battle depending on who they think is winning, and we were winning. I intentionally forced a few routes early in order to get that, to get them hopefully to join us. So I think it's just scripted that they always don't join you. Now, pulling back would have given me a huge penalty all across, because I'm fighting a lot of these where they're coming across the river, they're moderately disordered and fighting me, and we're still losing. So basically, if I were to do it again, I would do it exactly the same way. However, if somebody wants to try it that way, by retreating your forces into, I mean, it's going to be difficult. There's no defensive terrain here, and their cavalry are better than yours in the open field, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not an oracle. I can't see exactly how well or poorly that would go, but Jonas Kojoyinen, I'm going to butcher the names, as always, says hello, Tortuga. Well, hello to you. Edward Duncan says, but they were way behind your lines, leaving some troops close, might have held them in check. Ah, yeah, so I did exactly that. I'm not sure if you were here for the beginning of the stream, Edward, but I had some forces over here, and these 4 turned to face the 3 Huns, and I ended up winning the left flank very handily. So even though the Huns appeared, they didn't threaten that. The only problem is that I'm losing the right flank, and the Huns basically didn't impact anything on the right flank. So what to do here? We fight this, we lose in a huge way. Yeah, this is just all kinds of bad. Really could use a fragment. We didn't get it. Really use a disrupt. We use not to be fragmented. That's nice. Oh boy. So it's general versus general. I guess that's why we're losing this. Oh, because we're disrupted. I didn't see that. Yeah, I don't even want to fight that battle. Okay, here we go. And we're going to lose this for sure. Wow, 97%. They don't mess around. I think I'm just going to shoot this guy again. We're basically buying time for the infantry. It's no longer about... Now, wonder if this guy... What's his command radius? There's a way to look. Command radius. Okay, good. Maybe he can draw this guy back in. Is there a special ability like in Rome Total War where you can like force your commander to rally troops? Guess not. Anyways, let's go ahead and charge this. We lose it, but then we win eventually. Probably need to leave this guy here to give our cavalry someplace to escape, otherwise they just disperse immediately. Yeah, we'll just charge this as fast as we can. Can actually turn and shoot these guys. Wait, can you? You don't. You do have spears and bows. Maybe, okay, so cavalry can shoot if after they move, but not infantry. I think we'll do the shooting thing. And then charge them. Or maybe... forward. Yeah, so never mind. Let me undo that. I'm trying to think, we should do the archery stuff first, right? Then charge them? Good, we held firm. Oh my god, my general fell. What? Undo. Undo. Son of a... That's really unfortunate. Wow. What? Oh my god. 480 men. Of the 26 that died, one of them is my general. That is less than good. Jackson is also in shock. Sharing my moment of despair. Alright, break this guy, hopefully. He fell back. And then I think we just keep pelting this guy. There it goes. There's the disrupt. These troops are now free to help with the battle. Okay, so we have this, which we should win in a huge way. We can actually force this guy to break, and I think it's worth it to do. Let's see what happens if we force him to... Okay, actually, let's be smart about this. 417. Better. Okay, so we gotta do it this way. I think I have to do... I need to get this guy involved in combat. Okay, 248, but we win in the long term. Okay, so looks like what has to happen is... I think I have to do this first. Oh no, this first. Okay, let's see if this works. Did. And he will auto-break now. He will auto-break. Woo! Travis Cole says, wow, is this a difficulty setting that screws rolls? Actually, I have the difficulty setting almost as low as it'll go. Because I really hate RNG. I really hate RNG. I kind of like it. I mean, this is the way battlefields go. So when I say I hate RNG, just... I mean, it's the way any general has to deal with a battlefield. There's so many unknowns. It really is like random. However, I just hate it because there's lots of games where there's not RNG and you can kind of predict things, and I dislike the unpredictability, especially because with observer bias, we usually tend to focus on the things that go against us much more than things that go in our way. Essentially what I'm saying is we expect things to go our way. So when things don't go our way. Long way of saying all this, what I'm trying to say is basically the difficulty is low, and we're probably not getting... It's probably about even. But the fact that they had 6 or 7 troops rally and we've had 1 or 2, that's... They both had... They held firm. Great. And by great, I mean not great at all. Okay, so we have to stick to plan whatever then. Impact, 18 to 4. And we have to just do this as well. Okay. Then start bringing in all the troops. Okay, so we're going to suffer some casualties to their... this actually allows us to shoot, do something basically. We'll suffer some casualties to their Moorish, but... And this guy, God, is he going to survive? Oh, he's going to win. Good. And this troop rallying, by the way, I want to give credit where credit's due to the RNG. This troop rallying is huge for us. Huge. Absolutely huge. This troop is going to break. Now, again, it's important where we choose to break. I think we break this way. Hopefully, we held firm. Great. Held firm twice. It's amazing. Not really that important. This whole flank is going to fold up very soon, but... Okay, Jackson says difficulty merely changes how high of quality the AI units get. I see. So I guess that considering they are superior quality and our units are superior quality, I think it's about even then. It puts us on an even playing field. Who knows? So we can just write off all those units. What we're trying to do now is get to, wait, 40% and be winning by 25. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Now we're going to have a lot of routes in the next turn still. So probably we can't expect. How did this guy get disrupted? What? Can somebody remind me? This is the one who attacked. He lost the general. How did he get disrupted? He didn't do anything. Thank you. Emil says because the general died. So just from the general dying, we lost. We got disrupted. What a bunch of bull. Okay, now let's see who else we can charge across the river. We need to start putting more pressure on these guys. I think it might even be good for us to do this. Okay, you can move here. That's great. Move that way. We do want some people to move this way, though. Because we want to put pressure on both sides. We don't, I mean... And sometimes it might even be better for us... No, we want them to move closer to our infantry, though. So basically, it's hard to say what the right decision here is. I think this is the right decision there. Maybe even just moving him, turning him, so he faces the right way. Seems smart. Probably moving him across, but then moving this guy sideways. Okay. Okay, great. Another guy who's rallying. That's just what we want to see. He's fragmented though, so we'll shoot him this time and then we'll engage him in combat. Okay, he broke again. Okay. And we wanted to turn that way anyway. Okay, we have some forces which are being routed. We might as well, I mean, they're going to die anyway. Look at the casualties we'll do. 0 to 0. If we just kind of lead these guys away, I mean, this is a light unit. It's pretty pathetic. The best we can hope for is doing... Can we do not 0? That would be great. I'd take anything that was non-zero. Alright, fine. Just run away. You sicken me. You pathetic unit. You know what? What if we... yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you know what? Even if we go here... 0 to 2! It's a miracle! He did 0. Okay. All that for nothing. Okay, so take a pretty look at our picture. This is all going to fall apart. Let's see how this goes over here, though. I mean, this is very interesting over here. It's where the rest of the battle will be made or break. Oh, well, actually, that's right. They have a turn. Like, we win if things are as they are right now. However, they have a whole turn to fix the situation. So now we're breaking and it's back down below 25. So that means that obviously, yeah, we're not going to end up being able to win at the end of this turn, which would have been really nice. We can break both of those guys, though, I think. Too bad that guy got dispersed. I mean, we don't have a general over here to, like, help people out anymore, which is sad. Should win some of these. That's it. Held firm. Damn. Okay, it's our turn again. Here we go. Let's focus on doing the damage. Why can we only charge them? It says bows. We do have bows. Okay. Well, let's use them then. Is this gonna do cohesion test? It will. I don't know if I care even. If I do this, fall back, I think we have line of sight. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. It's a good decision. Okay, so we move here, I guess. Wow. I don't understand how this combat will work. I'm not sure if they will evade or not, and if they evade, since I'm coming from this angle, will they evade sideways? Will I have an opportunity to attack them from a different angle? These are the questions I wonder. Right now, it's like we're charging them, but they still charge us with their lances, are still able to fall back. I don't actually understand like the real mechanic here. If you charge horses, if they actually engage you at all, if they're not charging you, if you're charging them, then how is it that they evade combat? I really want to charge this guy. Good. Let's charge this guy. 37. 36. 37. Okay, well, we obviously need to shoot this guy first. There it is. Now we can break him, I assume. Good. And break this guy. Good. That was good, obviously. We can start pelting this guy. We have one turn of ammunition left. Or we can charge this guy and eventually win faster. But we should be winning here already. Time is ticking on this one. He held firm. Jackson says, well, Tortuga, remember the AI gets to the advantage even on lowest difficulty. But in this case, I suspect the very high quality of the Vandal Cav and them being Cav means they get to hit you first. Okay. Yeah, I just don't... So it's just, I don't know the game mechanic. Like, what I should do is, like, basically take a save game if I want to be very, like, if I want to learn exactly what's going on, I should save the game, do this, see what happens, then load the game if it doesn't go the way I think it should. Or even load the game just to know what it is that will happen, and then decide whether I want to do that or not. Because I really don't know what will happen. Like, so far things worked the way I expected. Like, this guy falling back, he could have become fragmented. I don't even care. I was able to shoot this guy more, which is good. I do want to shoot them a lot. But I charged this guy and he withdrew. Even though I lost the general, obviously I didn't expect him to withdraw. It makes sense that they can withdraw, but I don't understand how they can withdraw after inflicting casualties. That's a little bit more difficult for me to understand. So they will probably flee from this combat. I think I just want to do it anyway, because I eventually want to get to him. Yeah, we're just driving him off the field. Okay, let's see. 19%. Oh, you can charge. We actually lose the initial, but the chances of this guy winning should go up from that. What we could do is we can shoot him, then charge. Now we can do this attack. They held firm, darn. Now, who has the better chance of winning? 73, 55. Take the 73. Hold firm. Oh, wow. Jeez. Well, they did it. They successfully held on. Emil says just save and try it. Okay, I guess I can. I mean, I was just gonna basically take whatever happens, but we can, sure. Let's do the rest of the turn first. Who are you? You're one of mine. Oh yeah, you're the flankers who are not really going to be of much use. This guy is going to be my anti-rally force. Just keep plugging along in the back. Make sure nobody, make sure everyone who's routing stays routed. These guys are holding when their numbers drop below half. Oh yeah. Wait, who's the one below half though? That's really impressive. Oh, no, they're not quite at half. 137, 252. Oh, 104, 249. Yeah. So for those who don't know, there's I don't remember, Jackson probably, it sounds like, yeah, he's exactly asking what in the hell are the rules for auto break. Might be different for Field of Glory versus Pike and Shot, but at least in Pike and Shot, when your unit goes below 50%, you suffer huge morale penalties. I mean, in every combat turn with below 50%, you take morale checks that you wouldn't otherwise. If I remember correctly, it was something about 50% was a break point. It was an important break point. Okay, so let's do this. Let's save as testing something. Let's go back and let's see what happens here. We stay in combat. I mean, that's great. Actually, we're going to win the long-term battle there. So I know. If we don't move past him and like surround him, what's going to happen is he will retreat eventually. So I actually do want to push beyond him. So that when he retreats, I can close in combat again. Let me undo that real fast. If I want this guy to attack, I want him to attack from the other side. And now get this guy to move past. He can't move past now. I can't undo that. This is strange. So, I mean, we can always reload the game. Let's just find out what happens if we do this. Is it the same thing? I don't understand. Because I need to load the game after we've seen a whole turn go by to know what happens. Do they still pull back? Jack Seed is joking with me, saying, "Yeah, maneuver before committing." Well, I thought that he'd still be able to, I mean, it makes sense. By the way, this makes sense that you can't move through a bunch of men fighting. We could have moved behind them, but now, I think we have to do this. Actually, I don't even want to move them. I'm just going to sit and face the battle because we have two people who are going to win after this. So there's no reason for me to get involved. I'll just save that guy's troops. And then we'll just sit and face these guys until they decide that they don't want to sit and face us anymore. Because you know what? We're keeping them busy, which is important. Now this whole situation could be better. Let's just do as much damage as we can. Oh, 0 to 2 is... That's not going to get it done. 2 to 8 is something. Well, it's 4 more than before. Come on, 29. Yes! Yes! Oh, there's hope. Ah, damn. They do this. Ah, balls. And then the final wave of reinforcements. We have to go up. I guess we have to start taking apart the Moorish cavalry. Not really interested in them. Definitely I'm happy to move some forces down. Okay. Okay, these two, and you, the flankers, right. Well, you know what? I don't really care if they get... Oh, you know what? I do care. What am I thinking? We're almost at the point of victory. If these guys end up being like... If they end up dying for whatever reason, then it's a percentage I have to face. Now, we can always just get them over 60, in which case I don't care about my percentage, but if we can win by the 25% margin, that would also be... Obviously, it would be just fantastic. So maybe I will go to this... I mean, maybe... Well, what's the best thing to do? Well, I could go and hide by my unit over here, and then these guys can still become the unit which chases the routers around. Although, you know, they can... I'm not sure if they're a good choice to chase routers. Oh, they'll be fragmented. Could this unit disrupted beat a fragmented unit? I don't even think so. Not sure. Might not be. Now, if we... Whoops. That's weird. Things were yellow before, now they're not. Yeah, there we go. So we're not going to do any damage to these guys anyway. I wonder why we're not doing damage. Okay, ammunition is low, that's one reason, but... I'm going to move these guys all the way south. I'm going to try to get them involved in this whole mess down here. Try to help pin troops. Light cavalry plus infantry is good combination. Well, don't put the disrupted unit into battle with ordered troops. Yes, that's true, Jackson says. So I've done the right thing according to him. Even though he didn't see this yet. I assume. Okay, good. There. Okay, so that's it. We end the turn. We pray to the gods that they smile upon our feeble attempts at victory. Routing, dispersed, routing. Enemy turn. Here we go. Here's the bad. We did evade. They were attacked. Okay. Oh god, that was from normal to fragmented. From 0 to 60 very quickly there. Can take some damage here, unfortunately. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. That is a crap ton of damage. Which is why we need to route all the other forces first. This one should go really well for us. Some of these should go well for us too. There it is. Auto brakes. Perfect. Disrupted. Should go extremely well. And they're pinned in. Okay, good. So I'm happy to see that. And we're just driving these forces off the field now. Okay. I need to do this in a way where we try to save this unit. Who is in CC? Okay, you are. So you can move here and then shoot this guy. Or you could just shoot him directly. Now, the best way to do this, I think we can actually force it to, is if we do this. Oh, he traveled very far. Is this guy? He's not in CC. I think we want to move here just so we can pelt these guys with... they're routing anyways. We don't really care about that. Never mind. So the idea is... if this guy chases him, I want a unit over here to catch them. Because they can't retreat twice. Can't run that far. So you can kind of run them into a problem. Okay, let's do this. Break. Break. And not good. So obviously not a good situation at all. We needed him to break so we could get out of there without losing everyone, but it's just not meant to be. Okay. I don't know what I think about that, actually. Let's force the break from... Is he fragmented? He's disrupted. Let's force the break from this side. Perfect. And he does not charge. Okay, interesting. Alright, so let's move this way. This way. Kind of want to keep this guy out of combat, kind of. But we do have the 25%, so we just need to, if we can secure maybe 30 or so, and hope that, okay, because we're actually going to get a ton of rowdy units over here. We needed to break that unit. We absolutely needed to break that unit. He just held on by the tiniest of threads. It's a miracle, in my opinion. If he had broken, we would have saved all but one of these guys. It would have been just a huge, huge swing. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. 60. Okay, let's take the 60. Yeah, let's take the 60. Fell back. Oh, you can charge. Okay, good, 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 good. That settles it. So everyone is just going to focus on pelting this guy before the charge. Oh, this guy's disrupted. Well, he's already disrupted and he's breaking. He's down to half. Let's just focus on the one who's going to be charged. So this guy charges this way. Okay, good. I like that. So that should be a victory. 219 versus 196. Superior and armored versus superior and unarmored lancers. Okay, yeah. So we should win that in the long run. I didn't even check the percentages, but I mean, the way the game works, that's the way it should be. Do we want to keep driving these guys off the field? Maybe that's the best thing to do. You know what? I was a little foolish. I could have gotten in one last barrage. That's okay. We shouldn't be making those mistakes. We don't have like the... we can't survive those kind of mistakes, but let's get this guy to go in. Hopefully he can charge over here soon. Wait. What's your command radius? Whoa, oh, this is Flavius Belisarius. Hey, there's our commander-in-chief. Okay. Well, don't put the disrupted unit in battle. Okay, the action scene says keep it running if you must. Use them for chasing router. We make no mistakes. We make happy accidents. Thank you. So, Sile says that. Happy accident. It sounds like Bob Ross. This guy is pursuing. If I do this, I can shoot him. It sounds, I mean, it seems really stupid, simple, but I think that was the right thing to do. We pushed all these guys out. They're going to come back with a vengeance, unfortunately. So we line up this. We definitely line up this. We attack him next turn. Flank, route, good. So if this guy can survive one route, I mean one turn, which he should be able to, because honestly he's not even disrupted yet, so he might get disrupted even, but even if he does get disrupted, we should win the ultimate combat. I'm thinking that this unit might try to go help out down here. We need to start forming up some kind of line. We're starting to get to that, but we need to form up some kind of line. You know what, they're almost somewhere over 60%. Probably if we can route these forces, we will win anyway. So that's what I'm thinking of now, is let this guy go through. let Belisarius lead the charge. He's also more central, which is better. He's still in range of our troops down here. He's getting more troops up there as well. That's good. And you, I think we move you like this, so that you can start being helpful down here. Maybe, actually, we have some troops over here, which I'm not doing anything with. This is interesting. These Vandal Cavalry are at 154 out of 237. They're not in that bad of shape. I might want to force them to keep routing. I'm very leery of the AI's ability. I mean, the enemy general's ability to rally his troops. It's very good. The enemy general is very good at rallying his troops. Although this guy can also... Why can you not... Not close enough. Okay. He can probably start pelting these guys. And do 0 damage, of course. That's right. I forgot. This guy actually has a lot of ammunition left. Let's just move and then shoot him. Because we want to move that way anyway, to the right. So it's in the direction we want to go. And you know what, on second thought, I'm going to keep my cavalry more bunched. Okay, is 1 useful? I think 1 is still useful to have down here. Let's move them down. Okay, and you guys, maybe 2 move that way. Okay, good. Yeah, we still have this decision. We can either charge 0 to 4. Okay, that was good. Didn't realize that we'd be able to catch them, but that's fantastic. I'm quite happy we did that. We're not going to charge them. We are going to move up. And hey, we can actually shoot somebody. Fantastic. We'll do it. Just to keep them routing, and we'll hold the line here. Okay, great. Emil says, I call it now, Belisarius will die the moment he charges the enemy. Well, I hope not. Okay, let's see. This guy, is he going to survive? 30%. It couldn't happen, right? After all those 30%, they didn't allow us to roll. I think that's it. Okay, end the turn. Disaster waits us on the right flank, but I think overall victory is in hand. They continue to rally. As I said, the enemy general is really amazing in his ability to rally. Just amazing. And there goes all those forces. So we'll be shooting for 60% now. That's a bummer. It's going to be painful for my poor general. Should route that guy, though. Okay, that guy broke. It's good. 1 less on the field. One of my guys who doesn't matter rallied. Maybe he'll do some damage. Maybe beyond 0. That would be nice. Okay. He didn't break. Okay. I was expecting that guy to rally eventually, frankly. But thank you. So, you know, you speak poorly, and the AI is like, oh, I mean, the world realizes that maybe both sides should be able to rally their forces. It might not be a good one because he's charging from the river, and this guy's not on the river. This is the one I want, though. 95, that is huge. That's the one I wanted. That is the one. It's beautiful. And then we can actually charge this guy as well. He's already disrupted. We can turn and shoot him first. Do some damage. Then charge him. In fact, we can turn and shoot him twice. Wait. Who do we want? You could just shoot the crap out of him. And then actually charge him from the side. Which should be already like a massive victory. But does this guy... Oh, yeah, I already mentioned that we don't want to do that. So fragmented. Auto breaks. Disrupted. Perfect. So this guy now charges here instead. He loses? I should have Silly. I should have had this guy charge this guy's flank. Okay, well anyways, we're going to charge this guy's flank. And that is going to break that guy. This is all going much better for us. They're over 6%. We've done it. We have done it. We've done it. So here, I guess we chase... Oh, this might actually work. Ah ha ha ha! That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So that's what you can do. You can chase them into a that's the only way you can get chase down light horse. They're so annoying to deal with for this reason. But if you can line up the 1-2 as I did it, then yeah, this exact thing will happen. Let's just chase these guys. Why engage in this arrow fire? We'll just try to push them off. We do a little bit of damage this way, which is nice. Tough to say where we even want the rest of these troops to go. I guess... Okay, let's do this one. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. That guy's going to charge there next turn anyway, so we kind of want to line up this light cavalry 1-2 again. They have some disrupted units over here. We'll have to move together, though, with those. So let's move together. Let's move together. If we charge these guys, they just broke. Since our guy's into disorder, so let's just shoot them. Without moving, Belisarius launches his spear. Feels like he's part of the action now. You're gonna help out down here, I think was the grand plan, even though there's nothing left to do. And we'll see if we can get a few arrow barrages in. We can. Disrupted that unit. Move in. Move over. Probably keep these guys moving. He's going to turn and face. He'll clog this hole eventually, but yeah. And even this area down here, it looks like we're looking like we'll win that. .067. So you can actually charge this guy, and let's not do that yet because we actually want to charge his flank. I think if you charge his flank, he can't retreat. Maybe that's the mechanic at work here. Anyway, if he tries to pull back, he'll face this, you know, he'll have this trial, morale trial, possibly become fragmented, and then we'll be able to very easily kill. I mean, this guy's probably in range to hit him even if he moves back too. So he's a goner, but we want to leave him there, so we're not going to charge. We'll wait. Yeah. Okay, good. This is fantastic. Edward says, "Nicely done, sir." Thank you. The reason why I don't play this game on camera very much is because it brings out the worst in me. This like negativity when I see the RNG. It's also the reason why I don't play XCOM or what's the other game I really enjoy right now? BattleTech. I don't play that too much. I wouldn't play that much on camera either because you know the RNG just gets to me. Still doing 0 all the time. That's fantastic. Okay. So let's enjoy the last turn, see what the enemy has. But we're still rallying. That one dispersed. A few of them are rallying here. They're moving back over, but it's really too little too late. So the whole gambit worked. We knew that we'd lose the right flank, and who knows if a general would want to do this. The amount of casualties would be pretty high. But it worked. That's the one thing we can say in the end, is that it worked. Sacrificed the right flank for the left flank, and we were able to deal with the Vans as well. Vandals? No, the Huns. These are the Vandals. We were also able to deal with the Huns, I guess, but... Oh, wow! That was unexpected. But we are victorious. Do I wish to accept victory gracefully and let the enemy withdraw without further bloodshed? I do. Or do we slaughter them? let's honor is satisfied. I feel like that's the Byzantium way of doing it. We'll review the battlefield here. No, actually, end review. We'll just look at this. Okay, so we started off with, no, that's them. We had 12,000, no, 11,000. Justinian says murder them. The problem is I don't really want to continue. I'm over my time limit for playing today. So actually I want to do some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead maybe later tonight or tomorrow for another stream. Anyways, the total losses, 1,600 versus 5,400. That probably tells the whole story. We didn't even pursue them, but you can see still there's this captured deserted amount. So basically they lost, instead of 5,400, we can probably better call that like 3,600. I would say it's like 3,600 that were killed in the battle. Now that's still double our amount, so we did pretty well, especially considering that's infantry versus cavalry. You don't want to lose that much cavalry. So Dennis says great job. Everyone's congratulating me. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside, but that's going to conclude this stream. For those of you who don't know, I have a pretty active Discord. We talk about such things. In fact, let me bring it up. Are people talking on it right now? Yeah, we have Northfield von Stratford posting his usual doctrines and etc., etc. So please feel free to come join us on the Discord if you haven't heard about that, or this is your first time experiencing Discord at all. It's just like a forum. You can think of it as a very quickly interacting forum. I do host a lot of multiplayer games there. We've been doing a lot of Europa Universalis 4 lately, but before that, sometimes it's easy just to grab a quick game of Wargame Red Dragon, those kind of things. Anyways, thanks for watching. It was a pleasure interacting with people in chat. That's the one thing I really miss in my normal videos, and that's why I really like to respond to all the comments people leave on videos, because I enjoy that interaction. So that's a big part of it. So anyways, everyone's saying good nights and thank you, so thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you for the next stream or on the Discord or in the comment section on YouTube, wherever we interact next. Until then, take care.